Do you guys like to cook or do you just let your parents cook? Me personally, I used to not like to cook until I used the Cutco knife. I used the Cutco knife and I never turned back since. I don't always buy knives, but when I do, I buy Cutco. Another reason customers love Cutco is because of the forever guarantee. Within 15 days of your purchase, if you are not satisfied with your product, you can return it for a full refund. Another thing the Forever Guarantee holds is the Forever Sharpness Guarantee, the Forever Performance Guarantee, and the Forever Replacement Agreement. The Forever Performance and Sharpness Guarantee essentially say that if your Cutco products are not sharp enough or you're not satisfied with the performance of the product, you can return it and they will be sent back to you, replaced or even sharper. The Forever Replacement Service Agreement for Misuse or Abuse Guarantee is that if you should damage your Cutco through misuse or abuse, you will be able to replace the item for one half of the current retail price plus tax.
But can it cut? Can it ever?
Sharpness is everything. The product from Cutco is head and shoulders above any other knife that I've ever used. They do exactly what I want them to do for me every single time.
Here's something you might not know. You may already own an incredibly expensive set of knives. Ever seen a kitchen drawer that looks like this? Loads and loads of knives, most of which you never use because they're too dull or aren't right for the job. That's money wasted. A lot of money when you add it all up. It's actually much more cost-effective to invest in a set of quality knives. Knives that come with a forever guarantee.
I know everyone would love quality over quantity. Honestly, with almost anything in life, you would rather have quality over quantity. Personally, I would rather have two knives that will last me a lifetime than a hundred knives that will last a month each, or even just a couple of years. The Cutco knives use a three-step heat treating process, which gives their knives the best balance of hardness, flexibility, rust and stain resistance. The blade is polished to enhance rust resistance. The double D recessed edge at the tip of it is recessed with cutting edges and points that protect blade sharpness. This keeps your blade and the tip of the knife very sharp. Hand perfect means that, as you can see, your thumb finger and forefinger lock into place for safety. Also, the hand perfect handle is universal fit for large and small hands. Speaking of the handles are not plastic, they're not wood, but rather have thermal resin handles, which give them greater strength and give them long-term durability. Another plus for this resin handle is that they're dishwasher durable. Sales every year. One of my first callers that I sold a individual paring knife to told me this in a quote. 47 years later, I still have my original set. It was the best purchase I've ever made. I'm so spoiled by these knives, I cringe when I'm forced to use someone else's knives. Even though I don't consider myself to be the best cook in the world, I can never live without my Cutco knives. Best purchase ever. That's straight from a Cutco customer themselves. The reason I added "we are young adults" is because just like this Cutco customer, they have owned Cutco for 47 years. Think about your age 47 years from now. Most of us will be in our 60s, end of our 60s, going into our 70s. Imagine having a knife set for that long. Why not out of college buy a knife set and never have to worry about getting one ever again? That's why I bring this up. Because after college, once we move into our own lives, once we get a husband and we have to cook for ourselves, why not get a knife that will last you forever? Why get knives that you might have to replace in less than a year? Dwight said it best. When I first joined Cutco, I honestly didn't think people would buy these knives. Sets are over $1,000. Individual knives cost a lot, but once I actually used a Cutco knife and actually saw Cutco, I I understood why so many people buy Cutco. The forever guarantee helps everything. The quality over quantity helps everything. Dwight said it best. Nobody buys Cutco. That's false. More than 18 million people have purchased Cutco, and you could be the next one.